Hey everyone, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm wearing my orange today. How do you like that? It's not necessarily my favorite color, but it is connected to the solar plexus, which is your seat of power. So I love it that way. So speaking of power, I just wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit about my journey to self-empowerment. So actually, I wanted to talk to you about what you might be feeling in this moment. So many people have feelings of feeling like you're stuck in a cage, you don't know how to get out of it, and you don't even know if you have the ability to get out of it, or if it's just your lot in life and you have to live with it. It's the cards you were dealt, right? So if you don't know how to change your situation, it can be very, very disempowering. And trust me, I've been there. I have been there. In fact, let me officially introduce myself. My name is Kathy Jackson. I am a self-empowerment coach, and I'm not your typical coach for sure. I didn't read it in a book. I didn't learn it in school. In fact, if anything, I've been in life school. I've walked through all of this stuff that I can help you with. I've personally walked through it all. From the very beginning of my life, I was challenged. I was challenged with my father wanting to abort me. First challenge that I, of course, obviously didn't know about until later. And then, in my childhood, it was, a very dysfunctional, kind of toxic environment where emotions were not dealt with in a very healthy way. And I learned very early on to suppress my my voice, suppress my emotions. There was no room for it. My father took up all the room, basically. So what that does to you when you get shut down like that as a young child, you go through stages of depression. I was definitely scapegoated, made the black sheep of the family type thing, and you're very vulnerable. You're very vulnerable. I was vulnerable to manipulative, controlling men, for sure. Had two of those, two husbands. So what develops from that is a codependency. It's the people pleasing, where you, in order to feel anything, in order to feel loved, you suppress what you need in lieu of what the other person needs. So in order to be accepted or loved, you put others' needs ahead of your own. So that sets up a whole dynamic of codependency, and it attracts those that are controlling or narcissists. And so that theme had run through my entire life, basically. And then I was, of course, in a controlling cult-like religion, which, again, was dictating what I should think or believe about myself, centering around a lot of judgment and projection of guilt. So the reason I wanted to share my story is I wanted to, just help people to appreciate that there is a way out of the cage. And I've done it. I've walked through many dark nights. Dark night of the soul is a phase where you are you kind of go through this period where you're alone a lot, and you just have to do a lot of healing and self-reflection. And so I, like I said, I've walked through the transformational process to get to the point where I now have my power back. I can't say that it's a hugely easy process. It's not an easy process. And if you can find someone who has the compassion and the understanding, the empathy, I have it. I have it. I know what it feels like. I know what it takes. So if you are facing this challenge in your life where you feel stuck and you cannot get out, and you're dealing with codependency, people-pleasing, those types of dynamics, I certainly can help you through that process. And I invite you to reach out to me, to ask questions. We can have a short little conversation and to see, what else I am able to offer you. I am an intuitive energy healer, and I know how to get down to the childhood wounds, the ancestral patterning, and I know how to clear the energy from its origins. So it is, it's time. It's time for me to speak out, to show the world what I can do, and I can do a lot. And I have the compassion and the empathy to know and to support you in the process that you're going through, the transformational process. What else did I want to bring out? Lots of things. So some of the things that I, went through obviously were the controlling husbands. I had, lots of intimidation and manipulation. People wanting to control me. And it took a long time for me to figure out that I actually did have the power and control all along. I just needed to change my perspective and do some deep soul searching, some deep healing for sure. But what I do with clients is I provide a very safe, non-judgmental space. You can tell me pretty much just about anything, and I will not stand in judgment of you. I can completely hear you with empathy. I can give you the space to be seen and to be heard, which is hugely valuable in this day and age. To have somebody that can completely understand where you're at it's so valuable, to have someone hear you and see you. And so if you'd like to set up an appointment with me, that would be great. And, we can get started on your transformational journey. And it is It is so worth it, because the amount of confidence you gain and security in yourself, in your own ability to make decisions, to grow, to, you know, have a solid foundation, it's invaluable. And so I invite you to step into that transformational journey. Reach out, and there is a hand that will help you walk through this and see the way out of the darkness. I've done it, and I am here to help you do it. All right, I think that's it. I'll link my Facebook page below in the comments, and feel free to reach out. I invite you to choose you, you know, for once. Choose you. Yeah, it's worth it. I look forward to speaking with you. Take care.